Hello everybody, welcome back. Today's video is going to be about Taiwan's receipt lottery. So I'm going to teach you how to make these into cash if you're lucky, that is. So like I have here, there are two kinds of receipts. There's this one, it's a newer one. It has two QR codes. Most of Taiwan uses this, but they still have this old one here. So it's a bit longer. It has the same information without the QR codes. So I'm going to talk about both of them real quick, just in case, so you know what to look for. I will show screenshots up here as well, so that should be easier for you to look at. There are two really important pieces of information to look at here. The first one is the date at the top. You'll notice the first number here, that is the year, but it's not 2025, is it? That's because Taiwan's government, a lot of official things still use Taiwan's own year system. Is based off of the founding of the Republic of China. So that means the Republic of China is 114 years old this year in 2025. The second is the date range for the months there. Each will have 2 months, and that's because the lottery number is chosen for a 2-month period. The numbers will be announced on the 25th of every odd month. So this receipt I have here for the 7th and the 8th will have their numbers announced on September 25th. That's also my birthday, so maybe I'll have a very lucky birthday this year. Let's hope. So the numbers for May and June were announced on July 25th. After the date, the number below that, this number here, that is the number that you want to pay attention to. That's how you'll determine if you've won any money. Now, let's look at this one here. This one has the same information, but it's up here at the top, and the numbers down here. Both of these will also have like the total amount of money you spent on this receipt, the date and time, and with the Gregorian calendar 2025 instead of 114. They'll also have a code for the seller. So this one, you can tell I bought at Costco. It'll also have like Costco's code and other information like that. If you find any of that useful, that information is available there for you. So let's take a look at the actual winning numbers for the last period. So this will show the winning numbers for May and June. Now, you don't have to be super lucky. You don't have to have all of the numbers correct. We'll get into that in a second, but it's very common to win money. I won money. I won money actually in this period here, and in May and June, I won 1,000 NT. Most of my friends have won some money. So if you're in Taiwan for some period of time, I've been here for 5 years. I think I won maybe 2 or 3 times in total. So you're guaranteed to win eventually if you're here for long enough, hopefully. But these are the numbers. There are 5 numbers here. The first number is the special prize. It's 10 million NT. The second one is for 2 million NT. And that these numbers are the most common numbers that you're going to want to pay attention to. And that's because you don't have to match every single digit. So for these ones here, for example, if you match the last 3 digits of any prize winning numbers, first prize winning numbers. So if you have 232, 004, 704, and the last 3 digits of your receipt number here, like this, then you will win 200 NT, which isn't much, but it's still free money. So why not go get it? So besides looking at these numbers manually, there's another way to determine if you've won or not, and that's what these QR codes are useful for. There's an app that I use. It's actually called发票存摺, which translates to invoice passbook. You might have to have the Taiwanese app store because I believe the name is in Chinese. But if you search this up, which I'll put, if you don't speak Chinese, I'll still copy that down in the description below, so you can go look it up. That app, along with some other ones too, if you don't want to use that one specifically, that's totally cool too. Some apps, including that one, will have a scanner on them, so you can scan this QR code. You can also do it preemptively. So if you don't want to wait until the 25th of every odd month to scan your receipt, you can scan them beforehand. Still keep this receipt though, because this is not the same as like it being digitally stored. You still need to keep this, but when the numbers are announced, that app can give you notifications, say, hey, you've won some money. Go get your receipt and claim your prize. So that's one way you can determine if you've won. You can scan the QR code. You can also, like I said, look at these numbers here. I believe those apps can also scan this kind of receipt now, so that's kind of useful as well, even though the QR code is more common. So let's talk about how to collect your money then if you have determined that you won. There are 3 different ways to do that, 3 different ways that I want to talk about here. The first way is to take one of these paper receipts that you've determined is a winning one and take it to a convenience store, or some banks will also be able to give you money as well. And you'll need an ID. You can use a passport. You can also use a Visa. You can also use an ARC or a gold card if you have one of those. And you'll sign this, and they'll give you the cash there. The other two ways involve the E-invoice system, the Zaiju system. So if you've ever bought something in Taiwan and they ask you, you may have Zaiju, that's what they're talking about. They're asking if you have an E-invoice code that they can scan for you. So what is Zaiju? What is E-invoice? Well, there's actually a few different kinds of E-invoice. I think the most common one is to use your phone number, and you'll get a code that's linked to your phone number, and you'll be able to claim prizes with that. There are some other ones too. If you don't have a Taiwanese phone, you can also use like one of these cash cards, like the Easy Card or Cash 2.0 or the iPass. Those you can also get an e-invoice account through those if you don't have a Taiwanese phone number. So what do you do with this? Well, every time you go to buy something, if they ask you 有没有 Zaiju, or you tell them, hey, 我有 Zaiju, I have an e-invoice card. They will scan this, and instead of printing this out, your receipt will just be saved digitally to that account. So if it's saved digitally, you can't take the receipt and claim your prize that way, right? So how do you get your money? There are two different ways to do that with the Zaiju. So the first way is to go to a convenience store and go to one of the kiosks that they have there. You can get this receipt by signing into your Zaiju, your e-invoice account on that kiosk. Each kiosk is a little bit different. The menus are a little bit different. I'm not sure how good the English is on all of them, but I'll try to show you how to do this on one of them. So I did go to 7-Eleven to kind of show you the menus. The first thing you'll do is press that orange one, and then the top left one, and then the top left one again, and then again the top left one. Didn't register, so I had to press it again. And then the right option is agree. And then this is where it'll show you the different kinds of e-invoice. So if you have a phone number like me, you'll press the middle row left one. And you enter your phone number, and it'll show you the e-invoice. I also wanted to show you, if you use the English menu, it does not have these options. So you will unfortunately have to do this in Chinese. The second way to get your money with an e-invoice account besides printing off the receipt is to link it to a Taiwanese bank account. Now, there is something that a problem that I ran into. I thought I could just link it and it would automatically go in as soon as I got the prize, but I actually didn't link it in time. So it takes, I think it's 30 days to activate. So you should do this preemptively, because I won, like I said, a prize for the May and June receipt lottery, but I linked my account after I had heard what the winning numbers are, so it wouldn't link to my bank account in time. So next time I won't have any issues with that, but I did it too late. So if you're just arriving to Taiwan or you haven't won yet, maybe try linking your account to your bank account. Cool. So there are some other things I want to mention too. So I use this app, the one that I mentioned previously, for my Zaiju, for my e-invoice. There's some other things you can do on there. Like I said, you can scan different receipts on there. You can also manage different membership cards. So if you're interested in that app, go for it. There's some other ones out there as well. You can also use Taiwan's, the Ministry of Finance. They have their own app called 统一发票兑奖. So you can use that as well instead if you're interested. I think the first app is a little bit more UI friendly, has better reviews on the App Store. So just my 2 cents. So that's pretty much all there is to know about the Taiwanese receipt lottery. If there's anything else that you're interested in, if I missed anything, please leave a comment down below. If you're interested in Taiwanese culture, Taiwan, learning Chinese, tattoos, other random stuff that I put up on here, go ahead and like and subscribe to see future videos. See you in the next one. Peace.